Dueling speeches by President Obama and former Vice President Cheney are intensifying a national debate over how to keep the United States safe from terrorist attack. On one side, the president vowed to keep his promise to close down the Guantanamo Bay detention center by the end of the year.
We are not going to release anyone if it would endanger our national security. Nor will we release detainees within the United States who endanger the American people.
Mr. Obama said some of the 240 terror suspects still being held at Guantanamo may be tried in civilian courts, others in military tribunals. Some may be released, he said, while the most difficult category will be those who are still deemed a threat and yet, for various reasons, can't be prosecuted.
And I have to be honest here, this is the toughest single issue that we will face.
Earlier this week, Mr. Obama suffered a setback in the Senate, where lawmakers, including many Democrats, voted to withhold funding for the closure of Guantanamo until the administration comes up with a detailed plan on how to deal with the remaining detainees. A short time after the president spoke, and only a few blocks away at the conservative American Enterprise Institute, former Vice President Dick Cheney offered a spirited defense of the Bush administration's policies.
After the most lethal and devastating terrorist attack ever, 7.5 years without a repeat is not a record to be rebuked and scorned, much less criminalized. It is a record to be continued until the danger has passed.
Cheney played a major role in shaping national security policies under former President Bush. He was vehement in his defense of enhanced interrogation methods for suspected terrorists, methods that critics regard as torture and that were banned by President Obama.
To call this a program of torture is to libel the dedicated professionals who have saved American lives, and to cast terrorists and murderers as innocent victims. What's more, to completely rule out enhanced interrogation in the future is unwise in the extreme.
Cheney kept a low profile in the Bush White House, but in recent weeks he has emerged as perhaps President Obama's foremost critic. Republicans are divided over his decision to move into the spotlight. While Cheney has vowed to continue speaking out against Obama policies, the president concluded his speech with a call for unity.
We will not be safe if we see national security as a wedge that divides America. It can and must be a cause that unites us as one people and as one nation.
Mr. Obama continues to enjoy strong approval ratings on his handling of national security matters, but the public remains divided on whether tough interrogation techniques would be justified under certain circumstances. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.